everyone. How are we doing tonight? Welcome to the Moonlit Mist, the ANIPOD show that surprisingly has a fixation on mushrooms for some reason.
As if the other ones don't.
Well, this is an actual mushroom, not lewd commentary.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. I miss Dadley. Anyway. Before we get into it, as a friendly reminder, this is an adult stream. We're going to have adult themes and things. So please make sure to step away if you are feeling uncomfortable. We respect and adore you, and we want you to be in the best mindset to be entertained by us. And if you're watching us from Arista's side, welcome in. We are ANIPOD, and if you want to see any of our faces, and want to see any of our faces elsewhere, we have pins up and our tags and things. And my other major announcement is we are down to Miko for a little bit. We hope they're doing well. Best of luck with things. But they will be back as quick as they can. They might be this week. It could be up to a month. We're not quite sure. We'll keep you guys updated as we are. We'll do major announcements for the rest of ANIPOD next time, or at the end of the stream. Is there any announcements that the group has that they want to share? Maybe a special thank you to our music source, Dipper, if you'd like.
Absolutely. Dipper. Absolutely. Thank you to tabletopaudio.com for being the one of the #1 libraries of fantasy background music and sound effects online. They have dozens of genres for you to select your background ambiance from, along with a couple of crossover things for certain systems and gameplay, things like that. You can go cyberpunk, steampunk, fantasy, low and high, and just realistic if that's what you're looking for as well. You can do sound effects and sound pads that you build yourself to cater to your needs for your sound effects, your audio experience in game. You can also buy merch from them. They've got really cool merch, and they have a non-obligatory Patreon that if you subscribe to it, you get some stuff early, you get longer versions of some stuff, and it's overall just a really fun time. They are 100% free, and all you have to do if you use them online, like in this context like we are now, is give them a shout, and that's exactly what we're doing here. Thank you, tabletopaudio.com, for being the music to our ears. And as a little reminder, stick around to the end for the upcoming schedule. But while you're here, give us a follow if you like what you see. Give us a subscription if you're feeling generous. A Prime subscription gives us the money and you the ad-free experience at no cost to you with an Amazon Prime account. Give us a subscription on the YouTube channel to keep up with the VODs of all of our shows, past, present, and future. Follow the link tree in the description to see all of our other fun stuff, like the Instagram to see updates when we go live, clips edited by Brett, and memes made by Dono. The merch store has some brand new merch available for you, and you can have a piece of the channel with you if you go check that out there. And the fan Discord server is a place where you can chat with us and all your other fellow ANIPOD, the fans.
And you take a stretch break after that? You good, man?
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
All of your other ANIPOD fans will be there for you to hang out with. As always, we appreciate anything you do to support the channel, support what we do here, but do what you can, not what you feel like you have to. Your financial responsibility and safety is more important than our entertainment of that responsibility and safety. There are plenty of things that you can do without taking money out of your pocket, like following on Twitch, subscribing on YouTube to keep up with all of our content for free. Whether you catch it live or you watch it later. You can interact in the chat or leave a comment on Twitch and YouTube respectively, and that brings up our analytics and gets you talking to people who like what you see. And the best thing that you can do is share the channel with your friends and your family so that more eyes land on what we're doing and we have better opportunities for more people to enjoy what we do for free. So thank you.
Free.
Yay, free. So thank you for watching and supporting, and with that, let's boogie.
Is everyone ready?
Yes.
Dice, drinks, all that things. I have my journal. I have my players. I have a lovely audience Who's ready to step into the mist?
Me.
Not me. I'm out.
All right. Well,
No!
Rocky dies. They just implode. It's fine.
Just-
But
Not again.
Again.
last we left off, our little group, our little band from Ochre and Ochre adjacent, are still trying to find any clues that what happened to the soldiers from Creed that went missing a few days north. And surprisingly early, they found the wreckages and clues indicating what might have happened to these troops. Large and giant mushrooms of a very honey-like color, this very unnatural golden yellow, are growing in this part of the forest, despite them not growing very recently, if ever at all, like this. After communing with some tree spirits and some trees, and even one of you, seeming to have been tainted or affected by these mushrooms, you decide to push onwards after Rika seeing an old friend from the town of Creed, the capital of this country.
He's dead.
He's not dead. That you're aware of.
I found out.
God? Is that you?
My plan worked perfectly. Sorry.
He's not dead till you check. You didn't check a pulse. You don't know.
I'm not dead yet.
He could be getting better. You don't know.
He feels happy.
He's on.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm never gonna say you can't do a Monty Python reference in front of me.
True.
Going deeper and deeper into the woods, it's becoming more and more of these large mushrooms that have replaced the trees, taking them over. All of the regular woodland life that you'd see, birds, small rodents, and just people that might be traveling through here are all covered in these giant yellow mushrooms. You guys stopped as there's been a bit of not a fog, but because of how thick the clouds of mushroom spores are, there seems to be a difficulty in seeing. You guys have difficulty seeing farther than 100 feet in front of you. So you hear, before you see, a commotion above you. Conversation happening in the common tongue. Actually, it was not the common tongue. It was only in Sylvan. So only two of you could understand it. And
I know what he said. I wrote it down and everything.
what'd he say?
Keep up the work, my friends. We're almost there.
Oh no.
Yes. As you kind of stop everyone, Rika, with a hand, and as they say that, you hear a pop right next to your friend Miko. And something takes their hand real quick. It looks like the little tree sprite that you talked to before. Not the one from a bit down the ways, but one that you haven't seen in a long time.
Me?
Yes. It's Petal.
It's Petal!
It looks like one of that similar tree spirit that you guys had saw. However, its hair, its little bit of flowers and leaves are not that beautiful color combo of blues and purples that you see on these twilight trees.
Mm-hmm.
It's more whites and little lines of gold. And it looks up at Miko, looks to all of you. I'll take care of this. And just takes her without asking or anything. And in the place of where Miko was, there's a handful, and I say a handful, I hate to say it again, it's a
Like a
Yankee
Yankee
Candle!
It's the size of a Yankee.
No.
pile of little candies. Looked like caramels or like butterscotches that you'd get like at a that you'd see in a nursing
A grandma's handbag.
Oh
in
no.
a grandma's handbag. Yep. I love my butterscotch, to be fair. It's very good.
So looking at them, do they look familiar to me?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay, guys. So
What
just so
was
you know, so that was a fae creature I met a couple years ago. I have not seen it in a very long time, but it's cool. So Miko should be fine. The candy, and then I pull out the candy that I've had in my pouch. I'm like, so I was given this, and I haven't had it, so I'm not sure what. And I look at it. And I eat it.
You eat it.
Right now? You do that right now.
Yes.
Thank you for the drink, friend of Celestial. We're appreciative of you. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sorry you couldn't
We
be
miss
here.
you. Okay. It tastes like a couple-year-old butterscotch.
No magic. I'm just sitting there like,
Roll a D100.
Oh.
no.
We're,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
standing there and waiting to see what happens, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
we just hear.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a mushroom.
Just a squeaky mushroom.
34.
34. You sneeze a bubble.
Okay.
Oh.
A bubble.
A
Okay.
bubble.
Cute.
Like labyrinth style, like the little orbs that turn into bubbles sort of bubble.
Okay.
Hey.
What?
You feel a little lighter than you would be. But at this moment that you don't know what that means.
Okay, so the one I had was kind of stale. These would probably be fine, because, like, I'm not dead. So, obviously, it's not bad.
I should have asked this before, because we can retcon this if you want to. Did you remove your face covering that you guys are all wearing for
No. none
to
of us
protect you
did.
from the spores to eat this candy?
Oh, shit, I had that face mask on.
Or did you just, like, up under the mat?
I mean, if I had it, I would have moved it slightly to put it in.
Okay.
But yeah, I would not have taken it off. It's still on, but yes, I would have tampered with it slightly.
Bits
Okay,
for
fair enough.
debuffs, please. Arista said it's okay. What does that mean, Arista?
No. So
Can you
one of
explain
my
what your viewers need?
dear friends once they wanted me to say that for next stream he will spend bits if he can give buffs to cause chaos.
So, I know what you're thinking of, and we actually have something similar to that. If you, you can give our players inspiration if you have 200 channel points. Or 2,000.
I told him he could also give you inspiration, because
Yes.
I don't think he wants to help me.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's...
I have not discussed with my players if we could have a bits for debuff or like wild fey nonsense things. It's not that kind of campaign.
Yeah. It's also
but
like
hey,
it. What is the channel? Avantris does that, and it leads to some like wacky tobacco chaos. But like also, like
we'll just
we'll talk
yeah.
about it.
Can have D100 check
Maybe
things.
later on in the game.
It's nothing. It's not gonna be you turn to a feral tabaxi, you need to piss on everything sorts of nonsense. It'll be more like
I have a sudden urge.
like nat ones. I mean, you can maybe debuff me and give nat ones or something like that. We'll see. We will see. Have to discuss with the players first. Consent and things.
Anywho,
Chaos.
Yes,
Sorry.
there's a little bundle of those candies, and I would say a Yankee Candle size, so about 20-25 of them.
Baku like picks up about like 5 of them, like just
Looking
kinda, like,
at them,
just
they're decent sized. They almost look like little bits of toffee that you'd get like at the mall or like at Buc-ee's. They're decent sized like pieces of candy. There is there's on the wrapper, unlike the one that Rika had, however, there are distinct markings on. There's a little label on it. It is of what looks to be some sort of mask, some sort of like skull with antlers growing out of it unnaturally. And the more you look at it, it changes as if it's like adjusting, so you can look at its entire skull, almost like a one
Like
of
a
those
hologram?
paintings. Yeah, it's like a hologramic painting. And then you swear it blinks at you.
Oh God, of course he does.
And I just like, maybe later. And I just like pocket 5 of those candies.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna pick one up, seeing as how he's like looking at it, and be like, "Wait, this one's different than mine," and I'm gonna look at it and be like, But there's
Yeah.
no words on it or anything. It's just the face.
Not that you can tell.
Okay.
It could be like one of those things where you have to eat the popsicle and then, like, inside the wrapper there's a joke. You don't know.
That would be the
And
most
then-
face shit ever.
Yeah.
You have to open the wrapper to get the blessing or the curse that comes with it. Like, that's great.
By the way, you sneezed, Rika. I need you to roll me a stealth check with disadvantage.
Shit.
Guidance.
Incredible.
Wait. Okay. So how does
You
the...
got enough Taco Bell
I
for
just
everyone,
need to-
right, Mo?
It's just...
You got enough Taco Bell for everyone, right?
You're breaking up. I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
He said
Wow.
you got enough Taco Bell. No.
Okay. So guidance, I add something at the end, right? But I have to do it twice because I have disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
You got a D4.
Okay. So that was an 18, and that's a 12. So 12 plus something stupid, which I think is 10.
Something stupid.
Something,
Rogues.
Something stupidly high. Yes. So that's 22 plus what? A 6?
You roll a D4.
A D4.
Yes.
1. So 23.
23.
23.
You do not seem to have caught anything's attention around here.
Like try to bring the bubble, like push it away out of the area. Okay.
You try to touch the bubble?
Uh-oh.
No, I was
Just like
blowing it
fanning
away.
it away.
So it's
You're
not-
fanning it
yeah.
away, I see. I
Yeah,
see.
nope. Rika did think about popping the bubble, but then
Sure.
it's Rika. She would not do that.
Yeah,
Of course.
Yeah, if you pop the bubble, it just like screams like a man. Just like,
Yeah.
ah! Just like...
I am here to help you. Please stop.
Mo, does anyone else pick up any of the candies? Because I know that Baku took 5.
Yeah.
Rika's taken the 1.
I'll just take like a handful. So let me roll a d10 and see how many I pick up.
Yeah, and then I'll take whatever's left.
I rolled one. I rolled one.
One. Wow, Rika, you got a
There's
majority.
I have 19 candies now.
There's a general rule that you don't take candy from Fae, even if they're meant to be helpful, because a Fae helpful versus
Yeah.
a regular person helpful isn't helpful.
Yep.
I wouldn't know this.
Mo 100% would know this, actually. You live in these woods.
Really?
Mm.
Okay.
Yes. Your parents
then I wouldn't have done that.
many instructions, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got tempted too many times.
Hmm.
And I don't do that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You don't do what? Take
the
any
candy?
of them?
Oh, you don't take. Oh, okay.
There's
Oh,
two things that
gosh.
Mo doesn't fuck with. Children. And I say on occasion.
Sure.
She likes Rika.
I
She
just
likes
like-
Rika.
I just like kind of look at her and like underneath like the cowling kind of mask,
Mhm.
and I'm just like, is it a bad thing to take these?
Thank you for the Prime sub.
Something witty. Thank you for subbing with Prime. We appreciate you, friend.
Yeah, I wouldn't. They are tricky fuckers, Baku. And if you take something from them, they're gonna try to take something back.
Do I need to remind you that thing just took Miko from us? And this is what they left behind.
How do we know that Miko didn't go willingly? It all happened so fast.
Miko.
In any case, that's Miko's situation right now.
Miko's gonna love it. Like, I was incredibly uncomfortable. Miko's gonna love it.
I just kind of like take the 5 candies out again, and I just look at them, and I'm like,
What would be one of your favorite candies back from home, Baku?
ooh, good question.
That's so cool.
He would remember being back up north. What kind of climate up north? Like a little colder, a little hotter?
It's
Than here.
mountainous. It's definitely cooler. It's definitely more akin to like a Colorado sort of vibe versus where you guys are, which is much more.
Then he definitely
Yeah.
he remembers these like candies that were like they came in like a little like this is it's kind of modern time. Like pre-modern time. So like in a little box, he would open up and see these little like kind of like round, almost like the size of a quarter, but like ball type candies, kind of like a jawbreaker, but instead of being a solid piece of candy, it was like air. It was like kind of like a cereal puff, very light, airy. I'm trying to think of any candies that are actually like that, and I'm failing to come up with
My
anything.
brain's
Are you
not
talking like a wafer, like a Kit Kat?
Kinda. Imagine like cereal, but slightly bigger and kind of
like little
Cocoa
balls of
Puff?
cotton candy.
Freeze-dried puffs that have the freeze-dried cereals that you use
Freeze-dried,
for the
yeah.
dragon breaths.
Freeze-dried
Cozy.
cotton candy. Freeze-dried mint cotton candy puffs.
Ooh.
They're little. They've been these once were butterscotches. These little caramels have been changed into the same shape and design as those.
And I just look and I put him in my pocket. I pull him out again. And I'm like, oh, these are tricky little fuckers. And I just, like,
Yeah.
look, and I'm like, it has been a while
I
since
slap his
had.
hand. I said, no. Don't do
they
it.
all like fall out of Baku's hand,
Oh,
and I just
they
like
might be helpful. We don't know. That's why I took one. I'm also not yelling this. Just
I figure. I figure.
that's
Unless in the
why
panic.
I took one to see. No, Rika wouldn't let the panic take over. Arista would. Man,
I mean, your best friend was just
We got
kidnapped.
hydra.
but she's with Petal.
Thank
she's
you.
fine.
Hydrate. Yeah, but pedal's not the thing you have to worry about.
Thank you, Certified Ice Goblin.
Yes. Gabu, we appreciate you being here.
I'm canonically calling those candies Cloud Puffs, by the way.
Totally. Your candy. You designed it. They were surprisingly cheap.
Time.
Mint
Okay.
flavored freeze dried cotton candy
Well,
balls.
So, all right. So they're still. That thing is still there with his little followers
Yes.
around him. Correct. Okay.
You heard them before you can see them. If you want to get closer to actually see what's going on, you certainly can, Rika.
Okay. So, I'm just gonna reconvene. So, what are we thinking? We need to.
We need to get in there. We
The
need to
dog
try to
tags are
find-
there. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the best option.
Yeah. And I need to catch up with Cloud and find out if he's alive or dead.
Don't glare at me. It's unbecoming. Okay.
Okay, so do you guys want
There's
me
a joke
to
in there somewhere.
do you guys want me to go up and check it out, or do we all want to make a?
Let's just all go. Let's just go.
We're kind of all already headed that direction anyway.
Yeah.
It seems like
Well,
it would
yeah, I
be
mean, it's-
very pertinent for us to all go together so that we have each other's backs for now.
Mhm.
And
I would
shit
agree.
will probably not hit the fan. Probably.
Rika's just like picking her claws. She's, okay, sure.
It
Non-stealthy
seems
people
ominous, but
walking up. Okay.
it seems ominous, but as long as you don't fear them, then they can't manipulate you. At least, seems like a fair point to make, doesn't it?
Well, make sure you don't breathe anything or touch anything. Also,
Or
Luckily,
eat
we have
anything
our-
or drink anything.
mask. Well, we don't. No. Well, yeah, he probably is a fae, but the candy came from somebody completely different. I want to make this sure. Yes, I
Yes.
guarantee it's a different entity.
Okay.
Guarantee, because he is not here.
He leans down. and
He's
picks up-
here. He's not.
Baku, upon hearing that the candy is from a different entity than the sprite that took Miko, leans down.
No,
and
it
picks
came
up
from. No, keep going.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
To clarify.
Okay,
The-
so I'm saying
Mhm.
that Petal came here, took Miko, left the candy. The candy, that little caricature on the paper.
Mm.
I know that. I know that. And that is not here. That is somewhere else. I have one of those candies, well, until you turn it into whatever you want. And that was what I ate. But it was older and stale. We good? I don't know. I talk fast. I might have confused everybody. I'm sorry.
I retrieve the 5 little cloud puffs and I put them back in my
Sure.
pocket.
Okay.
Entirely up to you.
One of us. One of us. No.
Hard pass. Hard pass.
Look, I tried to hard pass. It's just, it's candy. Can't say that.
You move closer and closer. And some of the creatures, you guys aren't moving stealthily, as you said, unless you guys are changing your mind now. But there isn't just the halfling that you guys saw, Cloud.
Mm.
You see a couple humans, a couple fair folk like Miko and Rika. There's a badger, there's a beaver, there's a wolf person, not a lycanthrope per se, but just someone that's half wolf. Even a centaur or two, all having mushrooms grow off them in a similar fashion. And as you approach, they all kind of turn to you and tilt their heads, but give you guys a wide berth.
Mm.
Do I see Cloud?
Not within the crowd that is kind of working on the outskirts. It
Okay.
looks like they're trying to build a settlement.
Yeah.
The people that we do see, are any of them wearing like any of the uniforms of the soldiers that we're supposed
Yes.
to be looking for?
At least
Yes.
three of the humans that you spot immediately are definitely Creed military,
Mm.
without a doubt.
Mm.
And we knew for a fact that they were dead. Like, or we were just tasked
No,
to find them
no,
alive.
we were
No, we
tasked
knew
to
they were
find them
missing.
alive or dead. We knew that they were missing.
Okay.
Yeah. And if they were dead, we
Okay.
had to bring back the dog tags.
Mm-hmm.
Rika just assumes everybody's dead. It's just easier that way. You don't
Well-
get attached. You just...
Hold on, let me look at this
Assume
here cleric
death.
shit.
Assume death,
Okay.
and if they're not dead, kill them. That seems to be Rika's mentality so far.
You know what? I'll write that down.
That is the most rogue thing I've heard all night.
Assume death, and if they're not dead, kill them.
Hold on. No. Spells. There they are.
These mushroom zombies seem to be building a similar...
I will also state they.
Can I?
Go ahead, Mo. What's up?
Hold on. I'm sorry.
You're all right.
I don't think I have. I'm dead. I'm just trying to see. I don't have anything that is detect undead, right? That's a spell, correct? I'm not going crazy.
That is a spell. Depending also on the subclass. Actually, hang on. Let me look at your character sheet real quick. I could do that too.
Not me looking at my spells to see if I have an undead detection spell.
I know, because I have turn undead.
Yes.
As a cleric. If my spells are wrong in there, please let me know and I will fix it. I just don't know. I don't. Okay.
Is this your first time playing a cleric?
It's been a long time.
Fair enough. Just some traits.
Within the next hour. I'm looking at my bardic inspiration. I kind of just
I will say that your bardic inspirations, they last until you guys take a short rest. It's not just like a 10 minutes thing. I find that very silly with bards.
I was about to, this one says once within the next hour, but yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I will kind of tap out a little rhythm, just a finger tapping rhythm on my drum as we kind of walk.
Sure.
And that tapping will kind of fill both Mo's and Rika's, will kind of lift their spirits a little bit and give them each a bardic inspiration. You have a D8 that you can use on a failed D20 roll.
Okay.
I will say, Mo, you never decided what to get for your ability score improvement at level 4. You said you chose one, but you...
Ooh.
So, do that quickly, please.
What did I do? I'm sorry.
At your level 4 ability score improvement, you said that you increased your you didn't choose anything. It says you chose ability score improvement, but you didn't increase any of your stats.
Oh. Oops. Hold on.
If you want to add a feat real quick, you can. If anyone object to that.
No.
No.
So
Okay.
do what you take your time. I'm going to explain some things as the world's going on.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry.
You're fine. I should have checked earlier. That's on me. As you move closer, you see in the middle of it there seems to be a mock bonfire. There has been wood set up. Instead of there being actual flames, though, there are mushrooms that the cap has been opened up, and the unfurled parts of the cap almost looks like a blooming flower that glows like flame on occasion. And then you see what you guess is the creature that is in charge. It is in a 10.5-foot tall giant mushroom. It is, and I'll show you guys a picture of it. It is this.
I was gonna say I have a great picture in my head. I'd love to see
it is glowing, almost. Every time it inhales and exhales, you see this spark of warm honey energy just inside of it. It does seem to have eyes, or at least if it had eyes once, it's been covered over with moss or some sort of fungal growth. It is wearing this long bag on its side. Its arms are seems to be, as it turns, it opens its arms peel off from its body, and these arms easily could wrap each one of you in just a fluffy pile pile of mushrooms.
Oh, lovely.
Welcome. It says in Sylvan. As it body adjusts, it does have a mouth, but it seems to be more towards its stomach than where its eyes are.
Oh my god.
Wait, so are his eyes like on the top of the?
No, it's under
Cap?
the cap. The cap
Oh,
seems to be
okay,
some sort
cap.
of head or hat.
And then he's like eyes up here and then mouth
Yes.
down here. Does he have hands? Or
They look like wings for a second, but then as he seems to adjust and stretch, they become more arm-like.
okay, gotcha.
He does seem to have something of legs. It seems like the bases of where the mushroom would be planted into the ground. There are these massive, almost tree trunks, but mushroom.
You killed my sheep.
I also took the alert feat.
Nice.
Perfect, thank you. It's a good feat.
Interesting.
I will. It is still speaking in Sylvan, so only one of you seem to understand it. What you hear, it sounds like a wind chime speaking. Every time it talks and it shakes, you see a bunch of the glowing spores that make this place difficult to see come off it, almost like a dog, or a water off a duck's back, even.
And what did he say exact? What did he say?
Welcome.
Welcome. Okay, that's what that. Okay.
Only one of us sure knows Sylvan. Because the other one just got taken by a wood sprite.
He
Do
says
you
welcome.
tell us?
He says welcome.
We don't have any guests here regularly.
Yeah. What? Have you been here long?
No, unfortunately. This is a general feel-in vibe, my friends. It's in the Moonlit Mist chat here.
Oh, please. Oh my god. I knew it. It's fantastic.
I'm a Dark Souls fan, for those that don't know. So if you've ever seen Dark Souls 1 or 3, it's one of the giant mushroom guys.
Yep.
Oh no.
I just saw this, and that's adorable.
Here's a question.
Yes.
Can I do something interesting with Major Image?
And that greatly depends on what you're trying to do.
Can I give myself subtitles in Sylvan when I speak using Major Image?
Do you speak Sylvan?
I do not, but I've seen Sylvan written down surely.
A little bit. I would say it. You do not.
I'm entering into Enclave Brain. I'm trying. It's a game I've been playing recently where you can do a lot of things, just kind of off the cuff. And I'm trying to bring it to D&D. My mistake.
I know you're fine. I like it when players throw curveballs at me. Unfortunately, Baku does not have enough experience dealing with Sylvan enough to understand it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So, I'm gonna look at it and say, can I talk to my friends? Because I don't think they understand what you're saying.
That would make sense. And he looks down at you, seeming more familiarity, seeing as what you both are technically fair folk, than to those that definitely aren't. Be brief. I'm very busy at the moment, as you can see.
Yes,
and
of course.
He waves one of his giant arms, and you see those people that were kind of working around, definitely creating a circle around you guys.
Mm.
Okay.
A good 25 feet back, but they're closing in.
Mm-hmm.
They're I don't like to be close. Okay. So then I realize what's going on. He welcomed us. He said he hasn't been here long. They're working on stuff. He says he's a busy man. So, what do you want me to ask him, or say, what are we doing? Just say, hey, can I get those dog tags?
I was about
essentially, yeah.
I was
gets us our
about to
money.
inquire. I was about to inquire whether or not we would be able to bring the people back with us, or if not, we would be able to settle on the dog tags, because they definitely had a preference of finding these soldiers alive, and they're here, but maybe don't let on to that part.
Don't worry. I will not imply in any way that I care about their safety.
PM, I have a question.
Yes.
Oh.
Even though this question is in common, or what we're saying is in common, does it look like these people around us are like actively listening? Is anybody like getting a understanding of what we're saying? Does this giant mushroom understand the comment?
Roll me an insight check, DC 15.
Okay.
And if you
Guidance,
fail,
or
you
guide
got a
myself?
D8
You can guidance
that
yourself.
You can use.
Yeah.
Okay.
If
And
you
I will
fail-
say it
What-
was
what- what-
more, it was like a huddle kind of thing. We're not whispering, I don't think,
Sure.
but
if
yeah.
you fail, you can use the D8 bardic inspiration that I gave you.
Yeah. And don't forget, you also have like the inspiration that the guest set, the audience is giving you as well, which is also another D8.
Oh, cool. Okay. Hold on. So that was, you said insight?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a 9 plus 8.
17.
So 17.
There you go.
Yeah. They seem to be listening in, and they seem to be curious about why you're here. Their faces look hollow, like they're no one's home sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys said that you guys were huddled, but this wasn't necessarily quiet. I said they're about 25 feet away, and it is deadly quiet in here, I will say. All the work and everything that was going on before has stopped.
So they would be able to hear us.
Most likely, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And I just sort of, in the huddle, I just sort of, because we still have the masks over our nose and mouths.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I just sort of quietly whisper to them, think we should mind what we say. As I'm like, Mo is on like alert right now. She's
Like the feet.
ready to. Yeah, she would say it.
I get it.
But she is, like checked in.
Yeah.
On this. So, as she said that, I think we should mind what we say. She's gonna say to Rika, ask him, because here's the question. Here's my concern. If we take these people back with us as is, say they're not gonna try to take over.
Yeah.
Take over the town.
Well, would it be entirely
Yes.
impossible? No, would it be entirely impossible for them to offer these people over, and we find a way to
Cure them?
before we get back to town?
Okay. I think I know.
Even if we don't get all
What?
of them.
I know what we want, our general idea. So let me talk to him, because this seems like a whole bunch of like, if this, then this, and this. So I'm gonna turn back around.
Yeah.
So sorry.
We could get with this.
What
We could get
do they call you?
with this.
It thinks for a second. It seems to grow brows as if trying to think, and they furrow. And as it shakes its head, whatever kind of growth was disperses into that more of this just spore cloud surrounding it.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
That part was lost, but let me look up the exact, because I have it written down, but I want to make sure my spelling is correct. So give me 1 second.
Sure.
It's D&D, folks. We don't know how to spell or count.
Yeah.
Yay.
Cubanus. C-U Ben B-E-N-S-I-S. Cubanus.
Actually, we just spelled that right. That's crazy.
What?
Yeah.
C-U-B-A-N...
E-N. Ben.
E-N.
Yes. SIS. Cubanus.
ISS?
SIS. Yes.
SIS. Cubensis.
Mm-hmm. Cubensis. Thank you.
Okay. Nice to meet you. Um, so you're trying to build a place to live here? Is that what you're doing?
Deep nods. Yes.
Okay. And who, some of these people, like, I saw my friend, he had some mushrooms here, and those guys kind of actually look like people we were looking for.
His mouth opens slightly, and you see that instead of it being a kind of like stringiness instead of mushroom, it is jagged black teeth. That would explain why there was recognition when they spotted you. Apparently they complained that you were being sloppy, but I wasn't quite sure what they meant.
So he's still
Damn
in
it,
there.
Cloud!
And I whisper that to Rika.
Oh.
He's still in
What?
there.
Yeah. Was that his name? And he gently points over, and you see Cloud stumble forward, looking towards you, and point slowly.
Doing here? You asked me to help you, and then you were gone. What the hell?
No response.
Okay.
He has joined my new family.
Ah, gotcha. All these people have joined your new family?
Fortunately, they were on my territory without my permission.
Oh.
So they are now part of my family.
So then...
And
When did this
as he's
become
saying
your
this part,
territory?
you see that
Uh-oh.
his mouth begins to mutate and change, and he begins to talk instead of Sylvan, that little wind chime. He's using bits and baubles of each of the voices of the people around him to speak in common. It is gruff, it is guttural, and it is uncomfy.
Mm-hmm.
So, Cubanson says, I apologize. We didn't know this was anybody's land. It's been pretty open for a while, so, maybe we need to put, like, a fence up or something with, like, a sign that says, like, don't come here unless you want to be part of the family.
Why wouldn't you wish to become a part of this? You
Well,
need
no,
to
I'm just
sleep.
saying, if somebody didn't want to, like, I
You
mean,
don't need to sleep. You're free of all cares. You don't age.
how much does it pay?
Slow tilt of the head.
It's just kind of
It
like...
ex-
If I'm next to Rika, Rika feels like a little like tap against the side of their body as Baku like just kind of like just gives them a little tap with their leg, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
Well, remember, you guys can't hear you have no idea what the hell I'm saying. This is great.
Well, he's speaking in common now, right?
He is now speaking in common with the.
Oh,
they came
damn
into my
it,
family.
I missed
Yes.
my chance. Okay, never mind.
It's okay.
Nothing.
nothing.
Okay, he's talking in common now.
He is now, but he's using. You can hear some of the clouds.
He's using
The
the
voices,
thingies.
yeah, he's using.
Oh,
the voices
Yeah.
I
around
thought
him
it
to
just
speak in common.
sounded like them.
No,
I
no,
didn't
no.
know.
He's
Sylvan
using the
uses his
voices
own
around
voice.
him to speak in common. Yes.
Yes.
In common. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want to do? Oh, what do you want me to do?
I'm curious as to why you'd come here without wishing to join, but I've heard that certain parts of the forest, and he'll lean towards the direction that you guys came from, is less than thrilled.
Oh, see, no one I knew that you were here. Because if we knew you were here, we wouldn't have, intruded. We would have brought, like, a forest basket or something. But You see, we came here because somebody lost their friends and didn't know where they were, and they wanted us to try to find them because we're good in the forest. And they're kind of like those couple
As
of guys.
the group gets more and more, you find not only 10 Creed soldiers, but about a half dozen workers. People that definitely were either some sort of profession that are wearing similar uniforms, but not military.
Okay.
Standing about 16 to 17 people, not including Cloud.
Are they getting? Has there been any movement inward?
Closer.
No,
Yeah.
they are still 25 feet apart, but now there's 17 people that are definitely from this Creed troop, you're guessing, and not including Cloud, but of all people, not just people, but also animals, fair folk, and like even like some regular looking deer, some like foxes, things like that.
Oh.
Standing about 55, 60.
People?
People, things that this thing has
Family
under his control.
members.
New members of his family.
Can we like just? They have like these necklaces. Is there any way that we could just like get the necklaces and go back to the people and say, "Hey, they decided that they're gonna be part of this really cool family, and we just wanted to bring this back so it wouldn't worry them because they were just worried that something happened to them." You know, could we do that and then help out? That way, nobody comes and bothers you. We can spread the word if people want to join this wonderful family that doesn't pay anything.
Another tap on Rika's body. Just
Rika, as you look up and glare at the Goliath, you'll notice that there are some of the mushroom spores are kind of forming, like kind of not forming, but like coating Baku's like coat and like body, not dangerously, but just like covered in this yellow kind of pollen-esque looking thing. But Mo is
Dusty.
completely fine. Not.
Because of
Yes,
the fire?
Yeah.
Because of the fire?
Probably because your head's on fire. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, yeah.
Mo does not like this shit. Mo doesn't like this shit.
Yeah, your hair is getting more and more aggressive, I would say. Almost like Hades in the Hercules movie. It's not like when he's livid, but it's definitely getting bigger and bigger.
Love it.
Yeah, it's sort of like it's like getting longer and more like less campfire and more like
Yeah.
Open wildfire.
Yeah. Lot more yellow, lot more red.
Hairstyle changes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. Depends on.
Yeah. It's getting more like Rogue from the X-Men cartoon. Like it's getting like a mane almost.
Exactly. Yeah, like the cool like swept up kind of look.
Yeah.
Carried on the wind sort of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And what would I get in return?
What would you?
I reach into my pocket before Rika says anything. I reach into my pocket and I say, "Candy."
Yes.
The moment it sees those candies, it takes a step back, and you see that mouth shrinks immensely, and as if its form begins to shrink, almost like a scared child.
A smile creeps across Baku's face as we have to go to break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll have more right after this.
welcome back.
And welcome back. The leaves. Oh my god. I always forget about the leaves.
Yeah. Leaves.
The leaves. There we go.
Leave him alone. Anyway. You guys are currently bullying a mushroom.
Yeah. As Baku like holds the candies in his hand, and Cubensis kind of shrieks back in fear. What does he initially say? I did cut that off. My apologies.
Where did you get that?
From a friend. And he will kind of, in this moment, he will cast Major Image, actually. Allow me to describe.
Yeah.
It is an image of an object, a creature, or some other visible phenomenon. No larger than a 20-foot cube. Appears at a spot. Within the range, you can take a magic action to cause the image to move to any other spot. Okay. Cool. Physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion. Things can pass around. Okay, well that doesn't So, I am going to use Major Image, and I'm going to think to the face that I saw on the wrapper.
Okay.
And I'm going to make kind of a visage looming behind me of a kind of like a... It's making a lot of assumptions here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just kind of start with the visage of the face that was on the wrapper.
The skull. The
skull.
Yeah.
The skull with antlers, yes.
The skull with the antlers. And kind of going from there, just sprouting a body of also skeletal form, just kind of like, just making an assumption, and I can roll like something to make a better assumption in casting.
Can I guide him to give him? Can I guide him with whatever check he's
I will
intending to
say,
make?
roll a performance check on the Lovecraftian creativity that Baku would have with making this sort of thing. Camp stories happen when you're in the military. It just happens.
Guidance?
Yes, you can give him a guidance.
That is a 14 plus 4. 18.
Okay.
Hell
18.
yeah.
Okay. For
As
Major Image,
sprouting
they need to make...
sprouting behind Baku is just this illusion of this creature that appears to be like this horrible skull and antlers and like not Wendigo type creature, but like along those lines, and just like kind of holding the candies in hand. He will continue from him saying from a friend. You see,
A very kind friend,
there are,
I say to this guy.
as the Eldritch Horror appears behind him in Major Image, and he just
Very
goes,
kind.
and he just says, and he just continues. You see, we need to retrieve these people to the best of our ability, and we're not. He kind of just wants to amplify the fact that, like, because I don't want to, like, don't put your head in your hands. He just kind of wants to
Rika would
amplify the
totally be
fact.
doing this because Rika's like, fuck the people. Let's just get the damn thing. And this is a fey monstrosity.
I will say, Rika, that looks nothing like kind. Not at all. You know this. It doesn't look like him.
No, I
at
know
all.
he doesn't.
Yeah.
I know he doesn't. Yeah.
The illusion Isla does not look anything like kind.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Which is why I was trying to.
assumption.
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
trying to I'm just trying to work off of the fear that I initially saw. And I want to go to a place that basically says, we're here to bring the people back, but we will settle on either their remnants or their artifacts. And
check.
uh
Posture check. Hydrate.
Thanks.
Thank you, Mono.
Thank you.
thank you, Mama.
Hey, Mono.
Thank you.
So Baku is just gonna be like, we were originally sent here to retrieve the people that were missing, but seeing as you have commandeered them for your own, we're willing to compromise with articles of theirs so that the requests of our friend is sated. And you get to keep your family members. I'd say we're being very generous.
Roll me intimidation check. Or persuasion. Most likely intimidation. I'm going to say this is intimidation.
Intimidation.
Originally it was persuasion, but because you went all...
No, intimidation is a little better actually for me.
DC is 15.
That
it was
is
much higher
another
earlier,
14. But... That's a 14 plus 6 for 20. Glocky 20.
I don't like
I
that.
don't like that either. No.
And can I, like, in that moment also just kind of like the cloud that normally makes up my mustache will kind of like intensify just a little and like grow
the thundercloud
kind of into a thundercloud on the top of his head.
Sure,
and
100%.
if need be, I have a fun thing that I can use as a cloud giant descendant.
I'm gonna say,
but I was
100% you can.
I was thinking about saving it because it only lasts for 10 minutes.
I mean, you succeeded on this, and Rika, it's no longer talking in common, as it's beginning to call for. It's saying something in Sylvan. It's an old prayer. Something that your parents would have told you a long time ago. It's a way of calling back the spirits of your lost loved ones to protect you.
Oh, okay.
And with how it's saying it, it sounds like it's talking about it's dead family, trying to call for basically its mom and dad to help fight this.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm just like,
You see that one of its hands is shaking. It's trying to reach for something as if it's trying to get away from you guys.
Hey, where are you going?
Immediately, if Lo would hear the chanting of whatever this is, even if she doesn't understand the language, would she recognize it as a prayer given her cleric abilities?
Your microphone is very spotty.
Yeah.
My microphone?
Yes, it's very spotty.
It just started popping.
Like, it's been getting worse since the stream started.
Uh-oh. New setup, who dis?
Are you also using the right microphone? Oh. You're
still muted.
I'm here. Hold on, let me make sure I have the right...
Yeah, take your time. Oh.
Grim
Exorcist!
Grim,
it's great to see you, buddy!
Hey, how you doing, friendo?
Is that better?
Yes, it's much better.
Much better.
Welcome in, Raiders. We are playing
We're
Moonlit
playing a
Mist.
campaign called the Moonlit Mist. It's fun.
They are currently bullying a mushroom spirit.
Bullying her
I don't know if
set.
I'd say that.
We're discussing some,
religion check.
a trade.
Right? That's what you want
Yes.
me to do?
Religion check DC 15.
Baku intimidates the mushroom.
The irony is I don't know if religion is something I'm proficient in.
You're not. It's a +2.
Love it. That's a 1. I have no clue.
You're getting concerned because that thing's quivering, and you're looking just in your periphery. Everyone else is there. Their bodies are contorting like the whatever's controlling them is not firing properly, and it's messing with them as well.
I finish off by saying, so what do you say? Do we have an agreement?
No. Honestly,
Hold on.
And I asked him, "Where are you going?" I thought we were talking. Are you
Oh.
not friends with our friend?
Go away. Go
He's
away.
so
Go away.
kind, though. Do you want me to pass along your regards? I can go visit him. Or do you want to give us the
people.
stuff back? Maybe release my stupid friend.
Rika. Hmm?
Told the dead.
Duh. That's an attack,
Okay.
isn't it?
If anything's dead.
No, told the dead? No. One creature I see within range.
For your type of cleric, we're told that. Oh, you're attacking the mushroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
What do I need to roll?
You're attacking?
You
No,
need to-
What?
What?
Wait a second. We're
They want
intimidating.
to
We
attack.
haven't touched the mushroom yet.
Talk to him! I'm in the middle of a conversation!
Yeah, we haven't touched the mushroom yet. Just hold your horses.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mo is seeing this. She's seeing this guy muttering. She's seeing the people around her, like, freaking out and going crazy. She's hearing, go away, go away, go away. She's seeing
No,
Rika
you didn't hear go away.
talk.
He didn't. He was saying that in Sylvan.
Yes, he was.
Was he saying
He's no
that in
longer
Sylvan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
He's
you
only-
don't
Okay,
hear.
Yeah.
forgive me.
He's no longer
Just
speaking
me.
in common. Yes.
Okay, I wouldn't have
I
done
should have
anything then.
specified. That is on me.
Okay, okay.
Okay, I think that's why we were like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just
sorry.
like-
I
We're
missed
working
the part where
You're
you no
okay.
longer
We're not
speaking in
going.
common.
We're not going yet.
To be fair,
My bad.
I love
Mhm.
it. I think it's a great idea.
Also, Charlie
Maybe just
Storm,
wait
thank
like
you for the
5
follow.
minutes.
Well, here's the thing also. If this guy's going to be taking over the forest is literally Mo's home. Like,
Yeah,
she will
no,
fuck around and find out.
We should do that later. Just right now, we get the money, and we come back, burn it all down. I don't say this. I'm just.
Mhm.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, this is all above table.
Mhm.
Back to the table. He's telling y'all to go away. He is not looking at any of you. He's seeming to be in fight or flight mode, as if maybe, just maybe, the thing that made him leave his home is now at his doorstep again.
I approach one of the people
That's terrifying. by the way.
that we need to like recover.
Okay, easy enough to do. They are glitching out like a bad animatronic character from a badly made video game.
No physical
No response at this moment.
I like touch them to move
Okay.
them out of the circle.
They fall over. They just fall and they're just spazzing out.
Teasing.
I look over at Mo and I just say, grab as many of them as you can and run. And I just like
I don't want this.
yeah, just grab the like the soldiers. Grab as many of them as you can and run. It literally means start grabbing the
Yeah.
people in the soldier uniforms and run. Like
Baku,
Yeah.
with your passive perception, you can tell that they have started making things for gardening, which is strange for a mushroom biome. But there are a couple of wagons or like hand carts that you can start putting things into, like emptying things out as this thing
Yep.
is straight up spiraling.
Yep.
Well, easy enough within range for you to do so.
Do we have? Are there the 10 soldiers here?
There are 16 people here that need to
have
be
the
brought.
Creed, have
Yeah.
the Creed uniforms
Oh.
on them. I
Yeah.
am still focusing on the major image. Then, as I like look over at Rika and I mutter kind of the same thing, just gather up as many of them as you can and your stupid friend and run.
Can I do enhance ability?
Yeah. On what? What you doing? What's your plan?
I'll cast it as a 3rd level.
Okay.
Cast it. I'm sorry. Each spell slot
Sure.
above 2. Cast it as a 3rd level, so both myself and Baku and do strength
Yes.
to increase our strength for carrying people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. 100%.
So let me...
Easy enough for you to do. I will say, you guys do have things like rope, and you do realize at the state they're in, you could probably tie them like in a chain gang, like a better word, and start dragging them that way if you want to. Mind you, you only were walking.
That's a good idea. Do that.
Yeah, you guys are decently intelligent. I'm not going to say you didn't think of a way to make sure that you can grab as many bodies as you want to. However, depending how efficient your knots are / things, it might take longer than 10 minutes to keep up your major image.
Okay, so let me... I would say... Yeah, I'll just start looping them all together. And yeah, I'll do... I can't find the actual breakdown for what the actual increase is to strength. I don't know if you need that.
Gives you advantage on strength. I have the spell right in front of me.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Here's something that I will do.
Yeah.
What, how many have they tied up, have they gathered up after like 9 minutes and 30 seconds?
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Doing a quick calculations on my calculator.
When I feel that major image is about to end, and it looks like they are close, if not
I would
done.
say that. Well, you have to be working with twitching bodies, and I don't know how tight or how snug you're doing with things. How many times? And this is going to be a weird question. How many times have your characters tied up unwilling participants?
Question.
Yes.
Do these people in uniform, do they have belt loops?
Yeah, actually.
Great. We just loop them all through the belt loop, and so they're all on one big chain.
As you get close enough to them to start tying things, you see your flame begin to disperse the mushrooms on the face, and they begin to become less and less. Not killing them, but just lessening the mushrooms seeming to affect on them. Some of them seem to get semi-cognizant, even if they have mushrooms still kind of growing on their face. But it's not...
Yes.
Yeah, it's now just kind of like a bit.
Go around and weaken the...
Okay.
Yeah, like, weaken the mushroom.
I will, like, doing that.
I will say, as soon as you realize that, if you put your hands on them trying to, like, lessen it, you realize it takes about a minute for it to fully dissolve.
So you can get 9 people.
I just need them cognizant enough to tell me, dissolve and stay on?
Dissolve? You don't know. You do not know at this time.
I just need someone cognizant enough to tell me if they are alive and need help. That's what I need. That's all I need.
Anyone you want to do that in particular, or just the first guy you grab?
Just the first person I grab.
One of the human Creed soldiers. A bit of vomit.
Are you okay?
Mushrooms mostly. Help us.
And I look to Baku, and I just say we've got to save them.
So get working on it, and I just like
say less. I'm gonna do.
Oh God.
Channel Divinity.
Okay.
Divine Spark.
Okay.
Make a Constitution saving throw. On the big guy.
On the big guy. You got it. I will also
yes.
say, because of your subclass, your divine things can be fire damage as well if you want to spice it that way.
Yeah, I was going to ask if I could flavor the radiant damage as fire damage.
Hot take when it comes to clerics / warlocks: if you have a patron that does a specific type of damage, spice it. Make it so that it can be any flavor that you want
damage.
Yeah, like if you're a celestial warlock, the Eldritch Blast is radiant damage, not force.
Nice.
Oh, that's. I got a 1 and a 2.
Oh my God.
Okay. So.
Oh, what does divine
It's gonna
spark
take
do?
1d8 plus 5 radiant damage. D8.
You mean fire?
How
Yes,
many?
fire damage.
How much?
1d8 plus 5.
Oh, that's not. A
Make
lot.
that 2d8. Because this thing, is surprisingly, is vulnerable to fire damage.
Crazy.
Oh yeah, so that's an 8. One of them
Okay.
is an 8.
Mm.
That's another 8!
16 plus 5?
21
No,
points of
no.
damage!
21 damage?
Whoa!
Yo,
Isn't it? Wouldn't it be plus 10?
The 5 does not get doubled. The
Oh,
dice
okay.
count. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't make it broken. That'd
Not
be
critical.
silly.
It wasn't a
no,
critical.
listen.
Well, it
and
wasn't
here,
natural
I'll show the
one.
camera.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I believe you. I believe.
As soon as that goes off, Baku will move the major image, simultaneously decasting it and using his ability
As a barbarian?
as a cloud giant. Activate large form. I can change my size to large for up to 10 minutes. So
Yeah.
I will.
Oh yeah.
So the illusion of the creature will phase into me, and like I'll keep the image up a little to make my skin glow as I
Okay.
grow, and I just look at him. As soon as that divine spark reigns, I grow from 7 feet tall to 13 feet tall. I'll say I had a flat 5. Actually, that's 6, so 12 feet tall.
Sure.
Whatever.
You're taller than this thing now.
12 feet
As
tall.
soon as as this happens and the fire hits it, you see that a part of its kind of glowing flesh loses its luster, and you see that it actually has several severe burn scars from previous encounters that it was trying to hide in this visage of honey gold, like sanctuary. And seeing you transform, it's just gonna flee with a natural 2 to its wisdom saving throw. And it is just sobbing and seeming in genuine fear. And all of its
As it's running
creatures
away,
and people.
as
Yes.
it's running away, I call out to it and I say, "This forest is not yours to take."
Okay.
Eh.
It runs, and it's the people that were around it don't seem to move or run. Like they do not seem to flee with their
Perfect.
with their.
Now, are there spores like being dropped with this person running away?
I would say so. Yes.
Oh man, I've got a lot to catch up on notes wise here. Hold on.
Make sure to mute so we don't hear the aggressive click clacking.
Yeah.
Thank you. We love you,
And
buddy.
So as that, just to kind of help it along, Mo will go around and just use like her natural sort of. She'll do her. Can she do her like produce flame, but just sort of like do that thing where she just sort of keeps it just in the palm of her hands,
Yeah.
just to sort of
Yeah,
help
100%.
to mend these people.
For sure.
Which is weird because this is like not. She's not. She surprised herself with this.
Yes. I will say, this was one of the 4 things that I had planned for the initial, like, above table. This is one of the 4 things you guys could have come across even before you decided to tell me that Mo was going to be a fire genasi. And I wasn't really going to change it because it's a really cool concept.
Incredible.
I'll tell you all off camera what the other 3 were, so that way you guys have a general idea of like what you guys could have run across. But you do realize that the people that you start fixing, they begin to cough again, as if they're still seeming to be, because you guys are surrounded by the mushrooms. And you don't know how long this thing is going to flee before it realizes, hey, I just left 55 creatures, 55 of my followers, soldiers, whatever, with something that could clearly be a problem to them.
Yeah, we definitely like. I try to like. I take out my whatever sort of bedroll, towel, whatever I have, and I'm just slicing things off and.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bedroll will be fine, yeah.
Yeah, we're just like as soon as he runs away, I'm like, we don't have much time, and I just like, yeah, I like, can I, as a large creature,
Sure.
gather up like 3 or 4 people in like clasped like kind of hands like that, or is that more like a giant?
I would
Like a
say
gargantuan
that there are
thing.
plenty of fair folk Rika-sized. Yeah, you could
Yeah.
probably grab their friend and a couple of the folk,
I
not
just,
any
like,
of the troops.
I just like scoop
But, yeah.
like 4 of the smaller soldiers that we're supposed to recover into my hands, and like I turn and stepping over the line of people, just kind of place them into a cart that I can see nearby,
Sure.
and I pick that cart, or I like grab onto it, and I just like kind of roll it around the outer perimeter of the people, closer to Mo. And I just look down at Mo, and Mo, you look up at a cloud giant face with the mustache now billowing white clouds out from his, like, from the sides of his face, going more and more like handlebar, and just going like, hurry! And I turn, like, and
Mako,
yeah.
would your face covering that you
It would have grown with me,
jerry-rigged,
because it was
would have
part of my
grown with you?
clothes. Yeah.
Okay, I thought I'd ask.
Yeah. No, yeah, I see what you were trying to do there.
Yeah. I'm just making sure.
It is, yeah. It is also like it was part of my clothes, and my clothes grow when that happens.
Okay, yeah, because that might be a little weird, but I'm glad your clothes grow with you.
They're like, no, they don't.
You just Hulk it.
I just Hulk it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also have advantage on strength checks, and my speed increases
Yeah, so you
by
have double
10 feet.
advantage.
So like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I just like
I will
drop a
say
few
for the
into a
next.
bucket.
Yeah. For the next 10 minutes, you're able to gather up enough people and kind of get them cosy enough to get them towards that road where you guys were at, where you saw that tree the last time.
Yeah. At like 8 minutes, I'm hoping that like we've gathered them up, we're getting ready to go, and just like, and I turn and I look at Rika and I'm like, what about your friend?
As Mo is there, like, working on him.
Oh, okay. Mo's already working on them. Still would have asked though.
Fuck! Wow, you're prettier than a whip. How you feeling?
Me? For you.
Oh.
Yep, just cough it up. Come on. Get it up.
I'm gonna
There you go.
kick him in the shin.
Ah! He just projectile vomits on you. Rika.
It's above me. I'm below
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Come on. Feel better.
I've had mushroom soup, so that was ridiculous.
Yes, come on. Other people. You should be able to take care of yourself. You made fun of me, and you're the one who got caught and turned into a mushroom.
We'll explain, and he takes one of the bed wraps and wraps it around his face. We'll explain this when I'm not dying. Or feeling like I'm dying.
So
Fine.
you're definitely not dying.
No. Rika, how would you describe what Cloud looks like? I'm giving you freelance to kind of describe his visage. I did give you a description, but if you
Yeah.
want to add on to that.
Just refresh my memory here.
Yes.
This folder. Oh,
You guys are having so much
Wow.
fun. This is so fun.
Yeah.
this is a lot of fun. Yeah.
This is very fun.
I'm very proud of you guys.
I'm glad that
Yeah.
we were able to like.
You know, we're proud of you, Brett.
I'm glad.
Thank you.
I'm also glad that my plan worked. I wasn't sure if it was going to work. I wasn't sure if that was going to work.
They have a +7 to their constitution, and they have a +5 to their wisdom. And every time I rolled for them, for their con save, I rolled a 1 and a 2, and then for the wisdom save, when you got all scary, I rolled a 3.
You're going up the scale. You're going up the
Keep
scale. Your next
using
roll's a
that
4.
dice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm using
Yes.
different ones. I have my like 5 or 6 I use regularly, and I've been switching, and it's just
That's
they just want you to win, guys. I understand it's good for.
Fucking rolled
I'm
a
just-
3 on the wisdom save.
I know.
That's unbelievable. I said
I'm
Cubensis
upset.
run in my notes. I put Cubensis runs away, peeing his mushroom pants.
That's
Mushrooms don't pee.
mushroom day.
He's sporing all
Mushroom
over the
pants.
place, which
Mush-
also
he
sounds awful.
shroomed. Oh no, I shroomed.
Sporing by yourself, handsome.
Sporing all by yourself.
Yeah.
All on your lonesome there.
I'm gonna let the audience, you guys know, he was a baby. That was a baby mushroom spirit.
Hey, we had a job to do, okay?
No, you did. I'm just letting y'all know.
I don't feel bad.
No, you shouldn't. But I'm just
Not for that.
informing you guys. For the sake of convenience and less awkward small talk between these people, you're able to, in the next half hour or so, get them all well enough, and they make their way out of the forest, the sporal fungus.
Oh, half hour. That guy is not coming back.
No.
Maybe
no,
not for a while.
He's been heavily traumatized.
I look. Are we helping all of these other people?
It's up to y'all.
Like, you said a
Yes.
half hour. That could be enough time to help a lot more people.
Well, if it takes a full
Yeah,
minute for them to get mostly cleaned up, and then with the cloth, there's 17
would take an
people.
hour.
The 17 people that you had to help, and then Cloud, so that's 18 minutes just immediately.
18 minutes for them, yeah.
Yeah.
And then if we're helping anyone else, after we help them, then, and my large form kind of like, I shrink back down after the first 10 minutes, obviously.
Right.
And I like doing proactive things in the meantime. And I like when I shrink down, I kind of like look at Mo and Rika again, and I like, oh, it has been a while since I had to do that.
Well, it came in handy.
Yeah. And I look around at the other people, and I'm like, are we helping any of these other people?
Yeah. Like, how shitty would that be if we didn't?
It would
So-
be very. And I like reach into my pocket, pull out my Zippo. Would this like help?
I'm sure.
And I like
don't know.
put a Zippo up to someone
Fire,
who's still
like,
kind of
raining
mushroomed up.
Yeah, it actually begins to wither down, but you actually see Cloud kind of wander over to a certain, like, one of these houses, and, like, covering his mouth, opens it up, and you see a bunch of, like, he starts, like, scavenging for things. He pulls out a flint and steel and lights a torch, and kind of hands it to you, Rika. Come on!
What I.
Just my.
Yep.
Yeah, he gives
It's
the only
like
torch.
melting away.
Yeah.
So that speeds
Can
up
I
the
just
process
make a
a little.
bonfire?
Oh,
You definitely can. Yeah, there was that makeshift bonfire that was for scenery about 100%.
Yeah.
It begins to disperse a lot of the spores and mushrooms, but clearing up a lot of the air around here quickly. A lot of giving this place some of its original life.
and my spore and the spores that were covering me kind of go away too.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
I feel like they kind of like dispersed when I grew.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
So I'm going to kind of corral all the fae folk and the animals, and I'm going to be making a small fire, and with my torch that I had already gotten out, but now I have two because Cloud's a jerk. I'm going to.
He's basically your best friend.
Yeah, he's not. He's not my friend.
He's
not
not
your
my
friend?
friend.
What? No, he is. Not. He's not a friend.
No.
He's a friend. Whatever.
Yeah, you
No.
met him at work. You'll say hi to him if you're at the same bar at the end. They're like, hi, but it says also his bar.
Yeah.
Why?
So, so Rika's basically cleans up a couple of the fae folk,
No, damn it.
and
no, damn
I
it.
tell them
Sorry.
to then proceed to fix the other fae folk and the animals.
Okay.
And then I walk back to these people. To our people.
They seem grateful and begin to do that as well. Cloud says, where you meet all these pretty people from, kid? What?
The town.
Oka has pretty. You never told me Oka had people like this. Looking to both Mo and Baku with equal appreciation, apparently.
You're not like a town person. I don't know.
As Cloud looks
What?
over to Baku,
You
Baku
never
just
come
looks
here. Why would you come?
Baku looks over while still holding his Zippo up underneath someone's like chin, just goes like, "Hey," and just.
And Mo, I feel like, is helping some small fey creature, and
Yeah.
she does the sort of like hair, like look over her shoulder,
Just a-
and then realizes she's
Yeah.
looking at them. But like totally like unintentionally. Mo does
No,
not
100%.
understand that she's hot. I
Yeah.
have to express this. She does
Yes.
not, and when she sees Cloud looking at her, she's like,
What does Crowd look like?
and immediately goes
Rika.
back to what she's doing.
So he is. So he's like your typical monk kind of person. He, very, very chill. Kind of almost got like that, like California surfery kind of confidence. Yeah.
He owns his own
thinks he's
bar in
hot-
the capital city. Like,
Yeah. He
Oh,
thinks he's
fun.
hot shit. He's a little hot shit, but whatever. But he's also like, he's like a man of the people and blah blah blah. And
you have a really weird straight way for saying casual DILF energy, but sure.
Wow.
enough.
Love it.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's like monk surfer
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
is what I see Cloud as.
Yeah.
And he's a strength-based monk, not a dex-based monk.
Yeah.
Question.
He acts like a dwarf too. He's kind of rough and tough, but he's also like
Not
nice.
halfling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Question.
Yes,
Does it seem like the light or the heat from the fire is what's melting this away?
the heat for sure.
Okay, then I put away my bullseye lantern. And I just
Yeah.
like, no,
Except
that's
the
not
heat
how that works.
as when working, if you're trying to clear out like dangerous spores in a field or
Mushrooms.
forest, mushrooms, you use light bursts of flame to get rid of them.
Definitely. I don't have fire spells, so this is going to take longer for me. But yeah.
I have
Pull out
so
a
many
torch.
fire spells.
Do I have a
Yeah.
torch? I do.
Everyone has torches, and if you don't,
Yeah.
Oh,
Cloud
I
would've
actually
given you one.
don't.
Cloud 100% would have given you one.
You have one now.
Yeah.
And I moved the Zippo to the torch. Just,
Yeah.
yeah. After a couple of
They
minutes.
clear up the ice. You are able to get everyone out onto the road. A lot of
Now
the
we
soldiers
just
are
have,
very
like,
confused.
A cadre of like 60 people following us out to this road.
There was about a dozen of those were animals. They flee
Yeah, it was-
immediately.
just straight
I
up
was
animals.
gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just like
I didn't
giant
even
birds,
realize they were
giant
just
deers.
straight up animals. Okay, no,
They
I
were
just
just straight up animals in this repertoire.
Yeah, there was like deer and stuff, but then there were fae folk.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
And
That's why I had the fae folk heal
Uh-huh.
them because
Fair folk.
they were just
fair folk.
fair
yeah.
folk. I'm sorry.
Yes, you're okay.
And then
There was
like
a difference, but yeah.
so like 30, 40 people kind of
Yeah.
following us, and
Yeah.
we like lead the way. Like, just do the torches seem to disperse the spores down the path we're walking?
Yes.
So we're like
100%.
so.
It would still be wise to put the mask
I was-
on, but you're able to.
I was about to say, like,
Mhm.
being adventurous, I kind of, like, let the mask down just a little, like, holding the torch up, just... Okay.
As long as you have the torch like relatively in your face, all the
Yeah.
spores almost pop like like when you use one of those electric fly swatters. They just kind of disperse before they can even get close to your face orifices.
As I
That was a
just kind
very
of,
good
like...
popping.
As I
sound.
kind of just, like... Alright, everybody, cover up your breathing holes. We're on the move. And we're just, like...
Yep.
leading the way out of the forest back to the road. Yeah.
Okay.
Mo
gonna,
would
like,
take,
tell-
point on the end.
Okay.
She'll be the last
Yeah.
person.
Do you guys not want to go through any of the loot that might have been here or anything like that, or no?
We're leading the people out first. There is a part of me that wants to come back and go through that. Yes.
Let's be honest. While we were doing all of this, Rika was looting.
Rika.
Rika.
Am I
Were you?
wrong?
Were you not experiencing criminal activities but enjoying piracy?
Look,
Look.
no. So basically, what Rika wanted to do, but we just kept going, and I was like, okay. So I was looking to see where he went off. There's a trail of mushroom.
Yes.
Correct. Okay.
100%. They grow
The
massive as trying to like defend themselves from able to wall or barrier.
Yeah. There's okay. So the mushrooms that are here in like the trees that have been turned into mushrooms, with him gone, do these look like they might be dying or wilting or anything, or are they still 100%? Because I guess because the pollen's still
make a
here?
nature check.
Okay. Sure.
DC 15.
Okay.
Let's change the music. This is a little aggressive, and you guys are basically out of combat now.
Aggressive.
Aggressive.
So,
No.
so after that,
Nine.
Baku and Mo.
Hard to tell.
Baka. Okay. And then so there was I saw Cloud went into one place
Yes.
and knocked the door down and got out torches and stuff.
Yeah.
How many other like buildings are there?
At least 3 or 4.
At least
It looks
3 or
like
4.
like that are fully constructed. Like some of them are kind of almost like Smurf houses where the mushrooms have been made into houses.
Yeah.
But the one that he went to seemed to be a specific shack where they're keeping cargo, like someone would if you were trying to build up a town and you didn't want, all your stuff with where you're sleeping, where you're eating, and all of that.
Gotcha. Okay. And none of the like soldiers or anything, like none of them were like looking for their stuff.
At the moment,
No.
they are currently just trying to remember how to breathe.
Breathe.
It seems like because of who Cloud is as a person, he's able to push off these effects with relative ease after he's been cleared up and is now acting as if he would regularly.
Yeah. Other people are not because they are
Right.
not.
He's a level 10. They're like level 2 or 3 to give like a difference in like skill and like cognizant.
Okay. So yeah. So in the 20 minutes I would have had while everybody's doing that stuff, yeah.
Mhm.
I'm
go
also
in there.
looking to see if there's any other like mushroom people.
Oh,
I'm not sure if he was alone.
roll investigation check.
Oh,
DC
boy.
20.
Oh boy. You still have a
I
D8?
have something. I do, and I have the other one too.
Inspirations. I actually need to use the restroom. I'll be right back as you guys kind of discuss and kind of talk amongst yourselves.
Speaking of which, did
Okay.
anyone use their... Yeah, go ahead. Speaking of which, did either one of you use your DM inspirations? Your game inspirations?
No, not yet.
No?
Negative.
Okay, so we all still have 2 then.
Nice.
Do I have 2 or do I have 1?
I will update my list accordingly.
Oh, actually, yeah, because...
Also, I liked that line. The forest isn't yours to take, and he didn't really acknowledge it that much.
Yeah, there are 2.
No, that
Yeah.
was great. That was a cool thing. That goes in the book of D&D. Cool things said during D&D. Absolutely.
Okay, so... Okay, no, that's for fighting. That doesn't help me here. Okay. What an investigation. Let's see.
Just for stuff
Damn.
and things and stuff.
Oh, wait, I have... wait. I have
in my notes, Baku and Mo lead the people out of the forest while Rika stays behind to examine the other shacks. Is that not right?
No, I'm doing
think
this while you guys...
You're doing that while we're helping the other people.
Yeah, I help set things up for like 10 minutes with the half of people that isn't part of the money. And then once they got established helping each other,
Yeah.
I'm like, let me go make sure there isn't any more of a threat.
So then it's like the party
And
starts
also
up some
loot, but
Baku and Mo. Ooh, Baku and Mo start up
so
some small fires.
okay. So what can I add to this roll? Like I have the 2 DM inspirations, or
You
was
can
there
add as
something
many
else?
as you want.
No, I know that, but
Oh.
I
He
don't
also-
have
he
any of the
also-
Given you,
bonuses
I think I've given
anybody.
you guidance at some point. I can give you guidance again.
Yes, and Baku did give you an inspiration as well, so you technically have.
I wasn't sure if his was still active. That
is.
was okay.
It stays until you guys either have a short rest, because I feel like it's silly for a
Oh.
bardic inspiration to last 10 minutes. That doesn't make any sense to me.
In the new edition,
Oh,
it lasts an
that's-
hour, but even
okay.
then.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's very helpful because I got 19.
Aha.
So if I roll something, I will get 20. What
Yes.
A
what am
D8.
I?
Whatever you want.
If you're using
A
Baku's,
D8.
use a D8.
I'm
Yes.
using Baku's one.
Yeah. So yeah.
It's a 1. So
So you got a 20.
yay!
Meets
As you're
meets.
looking
Yeah.
around, you kind of how far do you go looking for other mushroom people?
So I'm looking
Do you leave the town proper that everyone seems to be kind of in?
so I call out Kit, and Kit does an outer perimeter, and I do
Kit refuses to show up in this place. You try to cast a
Bitch.
spell, and your familiar refuses to go into a place that is filled with fey magic that might infect it.
everybody's a fucking traitor. Okay? I'm just
And that was
Do you
an
have like a little
investigation
gas mask for
I'm
your
just like-
thoughts?
damn it. Okay. No, so then I will go knowing that I'm not going to go without of eye shot of the people. Like so if I'm assuming it's kind of like a circle
Yes.
and the houses are
Mushroom
there
circle
and
even. Yeah.
they're over here. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll be like the more inner circle, but
Okay.
I'll like try to listen for things with my
You do-
20 passive perception.
Yes. You do not find any sort of semblance of any other mushroom people that might be growing or anything of the sort.
Okay.
Going
okay.
into other buildings and things. However, going into the building where Cloud was at, this place has every weapon, every ration, everything that these soldiers might have lost or had. There are journals, there are books, there are weird-looking bags. There's a lot of just loot here. Every person
Oh,
that might have
God.
been in here, everything they would have had is in here.
Oh God.
Okay. So I'm going to because I
Mhm.
have a couple different bags and
Yes.
sacks and things like that.
Mhm.
So all the things that look like personal, like
Mhm.
journals and things like that, I'll shove into one bag.
Okay.
Like anything, if there's like a lock, it was somebody's like mother, that's going in the bag. Like stuff that's
Right, sure.
obviously like family.
Mhm. Roll me a D100.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And Rika's trying real hard with this because she's like humans, fucking humans.
Mm-hmm.
Hate them, but it's like their mom. I can't do that to them.
Session 1, you would 100% stolen their mom's locket.
Mm.
Just
I
saying.
fucking hate them.
Character growth.
So yeah, I know. I'm trying. You got 13.
13.
Um,
Above the
Probably.
table, one of the bags you find in here are a bag of holding.
Whoa.
She's so happy.
Because I was debating between different things, and I was like, "Oh, bag of holding. I'll get you later."
And here it is, paid off.
And here
my-
it is. So you can
where's
start
my
throwing
item?
things.
My lost
Into it
and
if you
found
like.
binder.
There is, and like there are crates that a lot of things have been kind of just randomly thrown into. A lot of their personal items and defects that someone wouldn't know exactly why someone would be carrying. It's kind of thrown into like a lost and found bin.
Yeah.
Soldiers' memoirs in crates, a bag of holding.
Yes. At least a dozen rifles and other small firearms.
Ooh.
and ammo to go with it. Military bags, like, these people were dragged off by this giant creature or covered in spores and then dragged here, but the guy's like, why are you using, I don't know what a gun is.
I'm gonna grab a cart.
Okay.
Like a hand cart.
I'm gonna bring the cart over so I can be, yeah. So how heavy is this cart? Like, can I pull it? I mean, the crate that has the random personal effects.
It's like a 18-inch by 18-inch by 18-inch. Like, it's a decent sized cart. It's big.
Oh.
It's decently big. As you're trying to grab it,
Sort of size.
yeah.
Well,
you
12
hear
inches.
what you doing, and there's clouds behind you.
So,
I'm trying to get their personal shit out so they can get it if they want it. Help me.
Okay.
And I start trying
Is
to
that how you
pull the-
ask?
It's been a rough day, okay?
I know. I was literally mind controlled for the past 3 weeks. What do you want from me? A cookie?
Instead, you didn't have to sleep, you didn't have to eat, you didn't have to think, so that sounded like a fucking vacation for you, okay? I just ate, like, 3-year-old candy to make sure that it was safe for my friends, okay?
Candy.
Just help me.
For crying out loud. Thank you. That's all I wanted.
Come on, this is nice enough. Not setting this all on
He
fire.
kicks you in the shin to return the favor from earlier.
Right?
Picks it up and starts helping you put things into the cart.
That's a quote. I was literally mind controlled for 3 weeks. What do you want from me? A cookie? That's great.
So,
Okay.
yeah, so
It will be
I
quick.
drag out the
Mhm.
we drag out the personal effects and then get back to the soldiers that are
Mhm.
awake enough to kind of understand.
Mhm.
Is anybody close to being
not
like, okay, never mind. So that just
Yeah.
needs to get thrown on a cart, and I'll throw
One
the.
good roll I did, Cloud, what I said, like, after a con save, how's he feeling after having, like, 2.5 points of exhaustion? He rolled a
Mhm.
15. He's okay. He's
There you
tired,
go.
but he's okay.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so that stuff goes out.
Question.
Yes.
Is there like a people cart? Is there like a passenger cart here?
There is 100% what once was a wagon. And you will see
Like a
that one of the
wagon.
livestock, I didn't say it, was some sort, like, was an ox. There was a couple of people here who were a merchant, and they had an ox-driven carriage because they couldn't afford a car, and they're driving. So,
Fantastic.
like,
So the
They're
ox
definitely-
just kind of sticks around the cart,
Yeah.
like after it wakes up,
Mhm.
like
moo.
moo.
Moo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Baku's
Moo
just
knows
like,
intensify. Yeah.
"Oh, you're going to be helpful." And it's just
Like I was like,
It leans in for affection because you can tell this is like one of those family cows that is basically just a giant dog.
I
Aw.
give it a little pet on it. It's just a little fur.
It's one of those cows.
Yeah,
that's
the
just so
Highland
much
cow.
hair.
The Highland
Yeah,
cow.
the
I love
Highland
it. The
cow.
Highland cow. I love the Highland cows.
those are so cool.
I tussle
Yes.
the Highland cow's hair. Yeah.
So yeah, basically anything I think. Yeah, come on. Let's seriously. It's all about the money, people. We talked about.
It's all about the money.
Whole reason we're
money,
doing it.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything that looks worthwhile that
Mhm.
doesn't look like somebody's gonna immediately be like, hey, that should have been here. I want to take.
So all of their coin purses.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, no, I'm talking about like other stuff. Like
Oh,
small
okay.
weaponry.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, all the coin purses are gone.
Mhm.
But any of the stuff
After
that-
stream, tomorrow, DM me and we will make a nice fancy list of things that you can have, and I will share with the group.
Yeah.
The findings, so that way we're not doing this for too long.
Yeah,
All right.
because
We
basically
are
I
approaching
want
an
to
end
I want
here.
yeah,
Yes.
I want to make sure that the merchants get, at least most of their stuff back.
Yeah.
And the
okay.
soldiers can get some.
Trust me. Trust me. In the pile of rifles that are in that cart, Baku is definitely like lifting one. Like
Yeah.
I will say the merchants seem to be traveling some sort of exotic fabrics. or some sort of
Rugs.
fabric merchants.
Rugs.
Oh no, it got mold on it and mushrooms.
Oh,
Oh, you
no.
can't use that. I'll get rid of it for you.
As Rika's dragging it past one of the flames, the mushrooms go away, and it's like, oh, it seems fine to me.
No, it's real. It's dangerous. Back away.
It's dangerous.
I will protect you.
Tired, disappointed cloud looks.
Yeah, we come to close to a closing here by leading the people out of the forest onto the road.
Yes, you guys
With
are
the
on the road
assistance of
headed
the oxen
back
cart.
to Ochre. And
On the road back to Ochre we go.
yes. And that's where we'll end tonight's session. I'll give details to my players before next time. Exactly what's going on, what loot information you might have gotten. If it's really, really important, I'll leave it for got a little recap on the loot you guys could have gotten. Here's some things that might introduce a new plot point if you want to. Unless you guys want to go find, Miko.
Where she is.
I think.
Do you?
I
No,
have a
I just hope I
feeling
do.
Miko's gonna come back.
Yeah.
Who
Maybe.
knows?
Who knows?
After that, Bakumo and Rika lead the people out of the forest onto the road back to Ochre. Session end. Beautiful.
Thank you, my friends.
Absolutely.
And thank you, our good rate fans, for being here.
And thank you.
With that,
And thank you, Brett, for DMing.
you guys are
Yeah.
now level 6 after doing a wonderful little bit of
Woo!
combat and struggle. Level up, my friends.
Hell yeah. So, very
Hey.
quick before the ad and the end. Upcoming schedule tomorrow, Inquisition, hopefully, fingers crossed. Monday, Dapper D's. Tuesday, Crossroads. And that's it.
Nothing on
That's it.
Thursday.
Yes. Nothing next Thursday. We're gonna be getting back into the swing of things, and that's kind of the stuff that we've got going on.
We will be raiding also our friends at Roll for Respawn. They're playing they're playing Borderlands.
Ooh,
so
fun.
if you want to stick by and say hello, please do so.
Yeah. My stream, I'm going to be editing after this. So thank you guys for hanging out.
Yes, thank you.
And make sure you go follow the link I had in chat to ANIPOD and
Yes.
follow them and hang out.
For
Cause
sure.
chaos.
Classy.
Do it.
And so,
Love it.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to follow all the links that we've mentioned in the past. And please remember, we may see different phases of the moon, but we all still see it. Good night.
and until then, next time, your adventure matters, and roll your initiative. Bye-bye. Bye.